Why do popular YouTubers stop uploading content on YouTube? Why do they stop? We love it, right? We become regulars. We subscribe to their channel. We want to watch, right? Maybe you're one of them and you're trying to figure out this problem like, oh, I've just got burnout or something, or what can I do so I can keep going? So whether you're a viewer or you are a content creator, by the end of this video, you'll understand that there are actually several different reasons why people stop posting content, and if you want to keep going, some recommendations of what you can do. So I'm going to share with you 5 different reasons that content creators stop putting new episodes, stop putting new content on YouTube and on their channel. And the biggest one, you've probably heard of it before, is burnout, right? It's actually a lot of work to become a daily YouTuber, especially creating consistent quality content where the expectations get higher and higher and higher. At a certain point, those expectations just become too high and we become overwhelmed, we get stressed. I have felt this a lot. I mean, I produce over 50 different YouTube channels, so you must think that I'm like a wizard. But no, I totally experience burnout and I get it. But something else that I get and that I understand is efficiency, systems, and actually the first thing that I want to talk about is editing, okay? Because so many creators, they experience burnout because they're wearing all the hats. They're not only the star of the show and the content writer, they write the content, they plan it out, then they're the star, right? And they're the cameraman, so they're the talent and the camera crew and lighting crew or audio crew, whatever, and they edit as well. So they, from start to finish, they do all of it. I remember Casey Neistat. Now, Casey Neistat was a beast. He went every single day vlogging, and he did it for years, and because of his consistency and the quality of his work, his channel was a wild success, and so many vloggers on YouTube pattern their work after what Casey Neistat did. He is the legend, he is the OG. But why don't we see content from him anymore? Well, he insists on doing everything. He can't let somebody else edit, right? Now granted, his content is great, he knows exactly what he wants in the edit, but get this, if I hire an editor, I don't need them to totally replace me. Step 1 is just having them ease my workload a little bit. So imagine if I filmed an episode and I gave him those materials. So imagine I filmed an episode, right? So I've got the video and audio files. I put them in a folder, say Dropbox online, and then I hire an editor and say, you've seen the other content on my channel, see what you can do. See if you can create an episode. Now, when they work on it, when he or she puts their editing magic to the test, when she sends it back to me and I review it, it's not going to be perfect, but it's probably 80% of the way there. And if it's 80% of the way there, I know I found a really good editor. Now, I do talk about on my other channel called The Outsourcing Insider about how you can hire editors for about $450 a month full time, but that's a topic for that channel and another conversation. Here, I just want you to open your mind to the idea that you can hire an editor. And if they get it 80% of the way there, instead of me then taking it and saying, okay, I'll finish the other 20%, which that would save me a lot of time, but I'm future thinking. I want to think ahead, okay? So I give them more training and I say, okay, you did great. The first 80%, you saved me a lot of time. Now here's what I'd recommend. Please tweak this. I want this type of transition here. I want you to change this to that. That's the remaining 20% that I need. So you take some time to train and point out what you would have done differently and what you liked and didn't like, and then let them get back to work and they'll come back. And maybe now it's 90%. So you do the same thing. You give feedback and you train. Now they get it to 95 and you tweak and train and whatnot. And now you get it to 100%. So in reality, it took way more of your time this time than if you would have just edited it yourself, right? Because you were training and training and training. Okay, now it's the next episode. You go out and you film and you have this person do it, but guess what? They might get it to 81 or 82% this time, and they might be quicker to get to that 85 or 90%, right? Episode 3, they might get it to 85 first try. Episode 4, right? They're gonna get better and better to where they really learn your style. And imagine if, like, after a couple months, they're able to get it to 95% every single time.
How much time did that save?
And how likely is it that after 6 months, they're going to be able to get it 100% of the way there for you? Here's something else that will happen. They have creativity as well, And so they're going to think of things that you wouldn't have thought of, that when you see, you're like, ah, that is brilliant. Yes, other people are creative. So one of the biggest causes of burnout and why people stop posting content on their channel is because they won't allow other people to help them. They're unwilling, they're stubborn, and they won't hire a video editor. So hopefully from that little discussion we had, you won't just hire any video editor, but you'll hire somebody that can train, that can get it 80% of the way there, and that you're willing to put in the time to train so that eventually you won't be wearing that hat and you won't feel so much burnout. Now, another way to look at this is artist pride. Right? We look at, oh, this is my art. You know, I'm a creator, I'm an artiste. and so that's why I can't hire an editor, or I've got to be the one to choose where the camera goes, or I've got to hold the camera so I know exactly what angle, or, you know, every piece that you're holding on to it, it's a stubbornness again. I always smile when I talk to other great YouTube creators that are very, very successful but are experiencing this burnout and frustration, is they call themselves an artist. No, they definitely are. They definitely are artists. But it's always like when they start to call themselves an artist, that means that I'm the only one that can do this art. And that is not true. Everyone is an artist. Everyone can create. Now, hire an editor or hire a camera person that has shown an interest and skill in that area, but allow other people to help you in the creation of your art. Okay, we're on to the fourth reason why people stop posting content to YouTube, and it's all about efficiency. Now, I'm a master of efficiency. When I film content for YouTube, now get this, we typically film 20 episodes in a day. Now, I just need to be transparent. I don't have a filming team here, I usually do, but I wanted to film 4 episodes today, and so I'm a one-man band. I set all this up, got the camera going, I hit record. So today I'm only filming 4 episodes on my own. This is the 4th one. I'm done after this. But in a week and a half, I'm going to be in Florida, filming in my Florida studio house. I've got a team all lined up, and I'm going to be filming 20 episodes that day. And in this studio house, I've got a client coming here tomorrow. He's going to be filming 20 episodes in a single day. Now, you don't have to film 20. That's just a good number. It's a 9 to 5 day. For the client who's coming here tomorrow, we launch 5 episodes a week on that channel, which I call a daily YouTube channel. But yet we're only filming once every 4 weeks because we're really, really efficient. Now that's just one example, filming 20 episodes in a day. And that brings us to our next point, my 5th reason that people aren't able to continue posting content to YouTube is they don't have systems set up. So let's talk about efficiency mixed in with systems. I love high quality content. I love it. I don't want to put garbage out there on YouTube, right? And so efficiency means you're doing things quicker or you're skipping steps. Oh, no. I just create systems and I make sure that I document everything that I do so that it's replicatable, and I do it the same way each time once I found a way that works. So for example, there's a specific reason why the lens is on the camera that I'm using right now. I only use 3 different lenses, and I do that because all the others take more time, we can't be as efficient with, so I create a system. This is when you're to use this lens or this lens. Now, creating systems to create quality and be efficient, it takes a lot of work. So this is all about working on your business. You might have heard that phrase before, working on it, creating these systems versus just working hard. And you do things inefficiently and you don't have systems in place and you're not willing to hire people, then yeah, eventually you're not going to be able to keep posting more content. So some of this is easier said than done, but I have a surprise for you. I put it all in my book, and I want to give this to you for free as my gift. All of my systems and all of my strategy of all the different 50 channels that I produce. I take you behind the scenes. In fact, it took me 2 years to write this book because I wanted it to really be perfect. I want this to really have an impact, and I printed it in color so that I could take screenshots and really show you the YouTube analytics and whatnot. This is my gift to you, and this is my soul, like in my business world. Like this is my brain on YouTube that I want to pass on to you. As long as you cover the printing and shipping cost, no profit to me. That's my gift to you. Just go to natesyoutubebook.com. Now you can find this on Amazon and you can find it on Audible, and there you'll just pay the full price. But if you go to natesyoutubebook.com, you just pay the printing and the shipping.